Welcome guys on to episode 5 of season 2 of the Dortmund crew. We're going to kick it off with a sim game here up against Wolfsurg, who are 8th in the league, but I feel like we have enough to beat them. But before we sim this game, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn notifications so don't miss any videos. It's sim this one, and hopefully pick up a victory to start the episode off in the league. And we're going to get a 3-3 draw. Adeyemi hat-trick maybe? No, Giorena gets a goal and Adeyemi scores twice. And now for the second leg of the round of 16 up against Spurs, so we're going to take quite a risk and actually sim this one. As you can see, it's 4-3, where it shouldn't have been 4-3 to begin with. They got 2 lucky goals towards the end of the game. And yeah, they kind of got themselves back into the side when they didn't deserve to be in the tie to begin with. So we're going to sim this one. We should easily get a victory up against them. A 2-1 victory. Kirchu gets sent off though. Adeyemi and Julian Brandt score. That's a huge loss for us in the net, so like not having Kirchu in midfield. But that is why we brought in Conor Gallagher to have that rotation option with him. And now the second team are up for this one. We're going to sim this one up against Hannover Adana 14th, I believe it was, something like that. And we're going to get a 2-0 win with Sebastian Haller and Makoko grabbing both goals. And our last game before we actually get into it again, we are going to play, which is in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, I believe it is. We're going to sim this one up against Freiburg here with the second team. We should get a victory in this one, as I said a million times already this episode. We're going to get a 1-0 win though. Sebastian Haller getting a goal. And it's a win nonetheless, so we'll take it. And let's get into our next game in the Champions League up against a big team that we have done a crowd with already on the channel. And here we are, the first played game in the episode up against Chelsea in the Champions League quarterfinals. As you can see, we've got a pretty good team. Playing Kukurea at centre back, they've got Bruno Guimaraes in midfield alongside Enzo Fernandez. They've brought in Patrick Schick, playing Kai Havertz down the wing. Actually, for this game, obviously, Conor Gallagher, a player that we brought from Chelsea, is going to play against them. Obviously, Kirchu got sent off in the second leg up against Spurs, so we can't play in this one. Let's get into this one at home. We've got Marco Reus on the bench to see if he can make the difference at home. And let's get into this one and hopefully get a good lead going into the second leg. And hopefully win this tie in the first leg, because that will be extremely useful to this team. Which we can play. Obviously, we prefer to play a much more slower, possession-based, control the game style of play. But up against teams like this, with a 5 at the back, Julian Brandt, get yourself open. It's actually Adeyemi, good touch, and a finish at the end of it from Karim Adeyemi, just before half-time. Puts us ahead at home with a smart finish there. Just places it into the far corner. Nothing Edouard Mendy can do about it. I believe he gets a fingertip to it, but he obviously doesn't get enough behind it to put it wide of the post. You might actually hope it into the corner, to be fair. I was looking for Julian Brandt, but he actually kind of peeled away in the end. But it's a great finish there. Kukurea kind of blindsides his keeper, doesn't make the block, and in a consequence of that is Edouard Mendy sees it late, can't react in time, goes with the wrong hand, and can't parry it away. It's a very good win back on this game. Kai Havertz. And Dozier puts in the challenge, just blocked his attempt to pass that he was going to try and find. And he gets in the way there to block it and put it out for a corner. Sterling goes short to Havertz. It's blocked by Conor Gallagher. Honestly, might have to put Brandt at centre mid and bring on Marco Reus at cam, because Conor Gallagher isn't really getting much impact on the game right now. Julian Brandt, can he have a massive impact? Gets it through to Karim Adeyemi. Adeyemi now, can you find a...
Well, that is how to break up a counter-attack.
That pass looks hard, but it isn't. All you have to do is actually just play it in between, the small gap there. It's actually one of those that looks harder than it is. And a good ball there, Julian Brandt fighting to finish at the end of it. And we go 2-0 up here at home. Obviously, as we know, we did this against Spurs. We dominated the game, got a lead, but we ended up throwing it away towards the end of the game, conceding 2. Of course, we shouldn't have conceded to make it 4-3. I can see here, it's a great pass over the top by Daniel Marlin, and a great first-time finish from Julian Brandt with power and pace. Nothing Edouard Mendy can do about that. Oh, Enzo Fernandez knows Anton Stark is not allowed room in midfield. Not sure Skriniar, good work there.
It's Borussia Dortmund facing Fortuna Düsseldorf.
Oh, Daniel Marlin with another incredible fast find. Adeyemi and Adeyemi. Oh, that link-up play between those two is just insufferable at times in this scrum mode. Daniel Marlin's passing is so much better than I thought it was. Like, the only player I compare here, his passing to, is De Bruyne, and his passing stats not even that high compared to De Bruyne's, obviously, but the ability to find passes like this, and even Messi as well, that's the passing level he's at. That's a great little cut inside there. Bends it round Thiago Silva into the top right hand corner. Not the first time he's done that finish. I believe he actually did it last episode. Okay, we've only made 2 changes as a team, so we don't make any massive changes to how this game's been going. Look at Owen's been brought on to see if he can impress against the Premier League team. There's you now. Good work there. Look at Owen out of Reece James. Good read of the game there. That's his experience going in well there. Schlotterbeck, great challenge.
Chelsea throw in coming up here.
Not Owen. Good work there. Can he get to the second ball? Yes, he can. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Adiemi, make that run. There we go. It's a good ball. I'm not sure what Koulibaly's doing. Why she's let Adiemi to go through for the hat trick. Okay, didn't expect that finish. I mean, I wanted a flare finish, but I didn't expect that one. It looked like he barely got any connection on it, and Edouard Mendy just watched it go past him. But we'll take it. We're 1-0 up here. We don't have to play the second leg as well as things as things. If things stay as it is, now it's great from Adiemi actually. From that angle, you can see that Edouard Mendy had no chance. Just fakes him out, pokes it into the far corner, and we're 4-0 up here. On the ball now. Ball played forward. Looking for Patrick Schick. He shifts it over to Christian Pulisic though. Baku. It's a poor challenge. Going to be a free kick. It's a poor one as well because I feel like he could have won the ball. Yeah, if he just extends his leg a little bit. If he goes in sooner, he wins the ball there. He waited a little bit too long. Enough on the corner. Not the corner. Reece James has buried that. How? No, I need to see that for a kick from like the angle from behind Reece James.
Well, what can you say about this? It's hit so cleanly with exactly the right amount of bend on it, and he does so well to get it back down in time.
God, we got to do better. Out for a corner. Marco Reus has not really had any impact on the game. It's not had much to do. And the tell us so minutes he's been on. But a good header there by Doji, saved though by Edouard Mendy. Corner whipped in. Schlotterbeck this time rises for it. Edouard Mendy saves again. Doji on the end of it as well. Get it, Conor Gallagher. Comes on Stark. Okay. I'm sure I've actually lost the ball there. We have. It's not great as well because Christian Pulisic has been played through. Cobboy got to make a big save up against the former Dortmund man. Have they got 2 goals? They've done nothing this game. They really haven't. You know what, I'm just going to keep the ball or not because send him off for that. There we go, Sterling have that. It's a poor change there for Sterling, straight for the back of him. And Aubameyang, the former Dortmund man, coming on now. Let me get something here. Marco Reus hit that. Marco Reus! It's just Marco Reus. At this stage, I'm not surprised by anything this man does for us. When we need him, he performs, and well, we always need him, so he always performs. He may only be 81 rated now, but honestly, he plays like an 88 rated cam. And Marco Reus makes it 5-2 here. That should be the goal that seals us a semi-final place. Sorry. Okay, we've got a free kick. I'm bored. Want to get the ball forward and have a long shot. And there's only one man we can do that with. Well, there's not actually, but there's more than one man. But Marco Reus for another one. Doesn't get it. Gio Reyna. Gotta go for a goal against his former team. Stopped. And that's the end of the game. It's a 5-2 victory. Choice to have Sterling sent off. We get Kirchu back for the second leg. And well, we should have an easy victory in the second leg anyway. And what a performance from this team. And Adiemi gets himself another hat-trick. And before we sim the second leg up against Choice, we've got a game against 16 players Dusseldorf here, which is the second team we're going to play. And we should get a fairly easy victory in this one. It's a 3-2 victory actually in the end, with Banner-Gittins scores twice and Makoko scores. So to see that from the two young talents, I should say. And now to sim the second leg here up against Chelsea. I think Kirchu back into the lineup for this game. Going to sim this one here away from home. And we get a 2-2 draw, Gio Reyna and Marlon scoring the goals. And we're through to the semi-finals, which we're all going to play in this episode. Up against 8th place Hertha Berlin here. We're going to sim this one with the second team. Up against a Choupo-Moting-led team. Interesting there. That Choupo-Moting is from Bayern to Hertha Berlin. So 1-1 draw, Makoko getting a point let on for us. You know what, we'll take that because we're a few points ahead in the league. So a draw isn't the worst result for us. And now before we get into the Champions League semi-finals, we've got a semi-final of the DFB Pokal here up against Eintracht Frankfurt, which we are going to play for this one. And actually Reus can stay on the bench because Kudus is tired. Van der Gittens can come with us for this one. And the rest of the team can see how it is, I think, on the bench. Yes, they can. And yeah, we're going to get into this one. The semi-finals of the Pokal. Going to play the highlights up against a decent Frankfurt team. I'm not sure where they are in the league at this point. I believe they're in European spots, so I think they are. I'm not too sure which position they're in. Let's get into this one and hopefully book our place in the final in the competition we're currently defending. Okay, the first highlight goes to us here in the 4th minute. We get a free kick here in an interesting position. We're not going to shoot from this one, obviously. We're going to try loft this one in with Julian Brandt and find the head of one of our Dortmund players in there. Julian Brandt whips that one in towards the back post, looking for Anton Stark, but Kevin Trapp comes out and collects. We get a crossing opportunity here. 2 minutes there on the counter attack, it looks like, up against them. And we've got Gio Reyna Batsic. Is Gio Reyna make a good run? It's a good cross. Gio Reyna, you got to get there, Gio Reyna. You can't hesitate. We get a corner though in the 25th. And obviously, as I mentioned, we are currently the reigning champions of the Pokal. And we're on course for a treble this season if we win the Champions League and the Bundesliga, as well as the Pokal. And good work there from Eintracht. And now, they've not had a single attack in this game. We've got one in the 55th though. We're completely dominating them right now, so we should get a victory based off that, but it doesn't always work like that. Kirchu now. Karim Adeyemi. Oh, Reyna, what are you doing? Why do players do that? Why did they make a run? The second you play a pass, looking for them, they stop their run. Now Frankfurt have a solo run here. 1-on-1 with, I believe, who is that back there? Is that Edoji? Is it Baku? It's Edoji. Good challenge there from Edoji though. And now they get an attack 2 minutes later again here to get a corner. They're starting to get the source into this game an hour in, which is obviously not great for us. We've had an hour's dominance of this game and not done anything in terms of scoring a goal. A corner here for Frankfurt. Kobbel, that shows it isn't actually Skriniar heading it clear. Kobbel hesitated there. Isn't great. Now then Jimmy Kronvold gets it over to Kamada. Kamada now. No, Lindstrom, why has he passed that? I mean, I'm not complaining, but he should not have passed. Oh, what is going on? That is not what I told you to do. Shot taken, Kobbel, good save. If Lindstrom shoots, he scores. And they win this game. Well, it looks like it might be going to extra time here. If we can't get a late winner here. Skriniar. Kirchu. Kirchu now. Oh, that was almost through. And is it going to penalties? It's going to pens. Oh no, it's going to penalties. I did not expect penalties. We literally completely skipped extra time. And it's straight to pens. Kirchu for the first penalty. Can he bury it up against Kevin Trapp? Kirchu puts it in. Love to see it. Now Kobbel versus Kamada. Kamada goes right and Kobbel saves. Marco Reus, the captain. Can Marco Reus bury this penalty? Marco Reus, our trap guess is correct. He knows him from the Germany training sessions. Now Kobbel, our Panenka down the centre. My Mario Götze as all players. Daniel Marlin now. Can he bury this one? Kevin Trapp, good save. Oh no. Danjuma, we need to save this one, Kobbel. Kobbel saves it. There we go. Adeyemi now. To bury this. Adeyemi, great pen. If we save this one, we win. Rafael Santos Borre versus Kobbel, he goes bottom left. If we score this one, we put the pressure on them again. It's Riddle Baku versus Kevin Trapp. The two Germans. Baku buries it. And Kobbel, can you be the hero? Up against Tuta, centre back. Kobbel, good save, and we're through to the final. Goalkeeping heroics from Gregor Kobbel in the penalty shootout sends us through. So we've got possibly 2 finals in the next episode in the season finale. Could be the series finale if we win, obviously, every single competition. But Kobbel, you see, just taunts him last second there, guesses the correct way, denies, I believe, the Brazilian of a goal and sends us through to the final of the Pokal. And now up against 9th place Mönchengladbach here, around the 9th place in the league, as I mentioned, and we're 7 points ahead in the league, so a loss here isn't the worst result, but I'd rather get 3 points or 1 point, and loss is not acceptable really for us at this stage of the season. And we get a draw. We'll take that. Sebastian Haller scores, and actually a talent we loaned out to Gladbach who played well against us last time scores a goal against us. So we've got a good striker on our hands there with Geraldo, the Mexican forward. I completely forgot we actually loaned him to Gladbach. And yeah, he proves he's got talent against us, so we'd love to see that. And now here we are, the Champions League semi-finals up against a team that I was hoping we'd make it through to the final, and we didn't have to take the money in the semi-finals, but we're up against Bayern Munich here. As you can see, Marco Reus is actually going to start at cam because, well, it's Marco Reus, it's Bayern Munich. The story is there for him to make for him to put in an incredible performance. Actually, he's down to an 80 rating, which is disgraceful by the game because he obviously, as I mentioned, has had an incredible season and can still pull out incredible moments for us. We're going to get into this one away from home up against a decent Bayern Munich team, to be fair. The likes of Manuel Neuer, De Ligt, Hermoso, Jonathan Tah signed as well, Joshua Kimmich, Sabitzer, Gravenberch, Gnabry, Moreno, and then Nesri up front, and Sadio Mane down their left-hand side. Let's get into this one and hopefully beat Bayern Munich in the first leg to get a commanding lead going to the second leg to book ourselves a place in the Champions League final for the first time since 2013. Pressure's been put on the buyers and come to their stadium, and we're saying to them, you're not going to oppress us anymore. This is our season. This is our time. Marco Reus. Forward to Daniel Marlin. Why is he taking it on his left? I think he told him to switch it to his right before a shot. Marco Reus from the corner. We can't dwell on the mistakes, we've got to just keep going. Marco Reus, great corner, and that's why, because Desiree Doji is going to win the header and put us 1-0 up here in the semi-final against Bayern Munich. An incredible moment there from the Italian that we brought in this season to replace Reis in at left back while Kirkes goes out on loan. It's a great header from Edoji, rises above everyone. Poor goalkeeper from Manuel Neuer, actually, to be fair. Perhaps he doesn't expect Edoji to win the header. But I'm not sure why he's so far down to the ground at the start, and he should be saving that. But Edoji grabs us the goal to give us the lead. Now we just need to defend that and hopefully add to it as well.
And will that goal have the effect of stinging Bayern Munich into action?
Gravenberch.
Gerard Moreno.
They've got two not really pacey strikers, which is obviously not really Bayern's game, to be fair. Lots of Lewandowski being up front in the past. Thomas Muller as well can play striker. And that's a poor challenge again from a Bayern midfielder. And Anton Stark, if he's injured here, I'm going to be very annoyed because he's been one of our best players since we brought him in. Now that should be a red for Kimmich. Yeah, let's see. Bayern are playing nasty in this game. Sabitzer should have been sent off. Kimmich gets sent off. Hopefully Anton Stark hasn't picked up a knock from this challenge, because again they didn't play the ball. It's completely taken out the player. Mazraoui comes on for a Nesri. They drop Goretzka back to CDM and bring on, I don't know, like Musiala maybe if they still have him. But Gerard Moreno plays it through, and Slotterbeck makes a great challenge up against Sabitzer there. Sabitzer, a player that I obviously liked in the Man United series. That I did. Now, ball played across, Slotterbeck gets it away again. Proving why he's still in the team and why Sula got replaced. Has been performing incredibly since we started this career mode. Ball played over and Skriniar gets it away. And Marco Reus and long shots. It's closed down now and De Ligt. Couldn't change my mind quickly enough there. Well, Marco Reus couldn't switch to play. Edoji now. Good work there. Edoji now forward. Daniel Marlin. Marlin now back to Edoji. Edoji now. Adeyemi peel off him. There we go. Adeyemi find a finish. Should we go 2-0 Dortmund? Just before half-time, Karim Adeyemi, the golden boy, scores another goal for us. Another massive goal in his young career, and could be sending us through to a Champions League final, if things stay the way they are, and obviously in the second leg with Formula as well, up against our biggest rivals. We could be in the final. I'm not sure who the other teams are, or the other two teams are in the other semi-final. But maybe Neuer could save that. A goalkeeper of his experience should expect to have a chance there. But Adeyemi finds the finish just before half-time, because it's a 2-goal lead. That's a bit, sir. Don't allow him on the inside, on the outside. Got the play it to the outside. Sadio Mane gets past the challenge there, just about. Gerard Moreno, good block there. Now free kick for us. I thought the reference was going to actually let us have that there. I'm going to say that is match scripting at its finest. Gertrude switch to play, love that. Daniel Marlin flick it on. Wasn't really the flick on I was looking for, but it'll work it. Marco Reus. Daniel Marlin hits one off the crossbar and that's an incredible finish from Daniel Marlin, assisted by Marco Reus. And that's the third and possibly final nail in the coffin of Bayern Munich here. We've been absolutely unstoppable this season at times. Manuel Neuer, is screaming at his defenders. Why didn't you close him down faster? They gave Marco Reus so much time there, and then as you can see, they wait too long. It's an incredible finish from Marlin. Nothing Neuer can do about that one. Jonathan Tah needed to be faster there. And Neuer almost reaches it, but just can't reach that. And Marlon makes it 3-0. Hasn't been sent off in this game. Mane now. Oh, good turn inside there, using his pace and agility. So the Mane though, Stark. No, oh my, is this your foot?
And it has been judged to have been a bookable offence.
Well, I think the referee's got that right all
I
round.
genuinely think it should have been a pen. I feel like there isn't enough contact there for Mane. Yeah, look at that, man. He puts in the challenge and like 2 seconds later, Mane goes down. Jerome Moreno. There's a cobble and covered again. Goalkeeping heroics. Similar to the Pokal semi-final. He does it in the Champions League semi-final. Good pass out here. Against Matthias de Ligt. You'd expect de Ligt to win the battle. But Marco Reus wants it more. Marco Reus fires a strike. Saved by Neuer. That was almost this moment. Can he get us a 4th goal from a corner with a good cross? Reus in. Adeyemi going for it. Schlotterbeck hits it. And then it falls into the hands of Neuer. And it's a 3-0 victory away from home. Let's get into the second leg. And hopefully book our place, or guarantee our place in the final of the Champions League. Okay, well, up against second place Wolfsurg. We are actually 8 points clear of them, and there's 9 points to be got at the end of the season. And we are going to play the highlights of this one because, obviously, as I mentioned, they actually can win the title still if we pick up a loss here and they win all their games, and we obviously don't win all our games left. So we are going to play this one. We're going to play the highlights. We've rotated the team quite heavily because obviously we got the game up against Bayern Munich in the semi-final of the Champions League, well, the second leg anyway, which should be getting a win in anyway, but do want to rotate the team slightly. I actually want to bring in Bakayoko for this one down the right hand side. Yeah, let's get into this one, and actually Marius Wolf can play as well instead of Baku. So Baku does have good stamina, but I'd rather rest him. Let's get into this one at the Volkswagen Arena, sorry, and hopefully get a victory in this game. Okay, so the first highlight goes to Wolfsburg here from a free kick in the 22nd minute here. Wolfsburg, as I mentioned, are second place in the league and actually made it quite far in the Champions League. I'm not sure if they're still in it, but if they are, they've had a pretty good season. And Kobel easily catches that one. Now we get a counter-attack in the 37th minute. We've got Makoko was here from Bakayoko and Bana Gittins as our front three. Paid in behind by Mohamed Kudus and Kirchu. Out wide here to Bana Gittins, the Englishman. Looking for the German. Oh, but Cosa there. Believe the Italian puts on a great challenge or a great interception. But we played through here. I believe it's Makoko, sorry, on the ball. Makoko, can he hit that? Oh, he's closed down by Pongranic just in time. But Makoko should get the strike away there. It's poor from him there. He didn't get that shot away. But Kudus on the corner. Can we get a goal here? Mohamed Kudus. Put this one in. And Makoko goes for the header. It's an awful header, actually, to be fair as well. But in the 54th, we get another attack here. Can we get something here? We need to get a win in this game to guarantee the title. Makoko. To Bana Gittins. Young Englishman. Unselfishly gets it to Makoko. It was almost blocked. But Makoko this time finds the finish. And the young talent might have just, as you heard by the commentary, secured us a Bundesliga title. A massive moment for him in his career. Obviously another one for Bana Gittins and all these players that are celebrating with him right now. But the game is not over yet. Wolfsburg actually is over. So 1-0, it's a 1-1 draw. Oh, we are champions actually. We'll have to see us in the next episode. We hopefully will have the title celebrations, unless we have them right now. So if we have them right now, I don't understand why. So it should be the final league game of the season, a home game. And we're getting title celebrations right now. If it isn't, then are we getting title celebrations? Yeah, no, we're not. Okay, great. But I'm gonna just watch it out just in case. And if we do, it would obviously cut to the title celebrations. But if we don't, then that's good. Okay, and here we are, the second leg up against Bayern Munich, and we're going to play the hardest this one because, as you can see, we're pretty much guaranteed a place in the final. I have no idea who are actually in the other semi-final. I've kept it a secret for me and you in the episode, so we're going to find out at the end of it who's going to be the team we face in the final if we actually manage to win here. Obviously, we should win, but if Bayern Munich put out a comeback, then it is where it is, you know what I mean? We're going to get into this one at home, and surely we should get a victory. Let's get into it and hopefully book ourselves a place in the final of the Champions League. Okay, and first attack actually goes to Bayern here, 10 minutes in from a corner. Obviously Bayern can obviously score goals, as we know. No Kimmich in the team, obviously got sent off. So probably should have been sent off as well. Obviously they have players that can just easily slot into the team, and Kobel comes out and commands or commandingly gets the ball. I'm not sure if that even is a word, but authoritatively gets the ball. Karim Adeyemi versus Matthias de Ligt. Plays it out wide. Daniel Marlin. Can he get there? Can he find a finish to make it 4? Neuer good save, but Marlin needs to score there. Trooper told Marlin needs to score. That's why it's become more of a creator for us. He can score goals, we've seen it, but he's more of a creator at times. It's a good pass to Thomas Muller, actually. And Serge Gnabry again. Now the side Kingsley Coman. Leroy Sané. Now harder for him to defend against. But speaking of, okay, Skriniar, good work there. That should be in the attack. There we go. And now Bayern should get another attack here in the 43rd. A solo run. 1-on-1 with, I believe that's Skriniar all the way back. So I would have faith in him. Putting in a challenge up against the Nesri. And he does. Love to see that from the former Inter Milan man. And now we got a chance to grab ourselves a goal here. Karim Adeyemi on the ball. I'm half tempted to just hit that first time, but we don't. Daniel Marlin now. Puts it inside, finds the finish. No, he doesn't. Try to recreate a goal that he scored for us before. We get a last chance here to get a goal in this game. Anton Stark. Forward here. Okay, that how did that get cut out? It was a 3-0 victory in the end. Love to see it. And we're through to the Champions League final in the next episode. And what an episode it's going to be. 2 cup finals. And we're going to celebrate the league title as well. Things good to see. Again, as we find out, we are guaranteed Bundesliga champions this season. We're going to beat the likes of Bayern Munich, Wolfsurg, Leipzig to the title. And we actually take on Leverkusen in the first game of the next episode at home. But together we're going to find out who we're going to take on in the Champions League final. We're also going to find out the other games. We've got Köln. Okay, final home games up against Köln. And then we've got Hoffenheim in the DFB Pokal, which is a competition we probably should win. They are 5th in the league, to be fair. But obviously we are a team that's going to win the title, possibly beat Barcelona into the Champions League title. So we should realistically beat Hoffenheim there. But Barcelona in the Champions League final was a massive one, as we know. They took on Wolfsburg, beat them just about in the second leg. They actually pulled off a comeback, it looks like, to go ahead. In the quarterfinals, they took on PSG, and in the round of 16, they took on Barcelona. Barcelona took on Inter Milan. So they've had a fairly hard road to their final. We've had Spurs, obviously. We then had Chelsea and Bayern Munich. So both of the teams obviously have earned their way to the final. But 11 years to the day, since the day, obviously since Bayern Munich beat Dortmund in that Champions League final in 2013, which started the eventual dominance of Bayern Munich in Germany and kind of in the Champions League as well. So they won maybe 2 titles in that time, or maybe 3. I think it's 2 they won in that time period. But obviously they won like 10 plus Bundesliga titles in that season, in the amount of seasons since. But yeah, it's going to be an incredible series finale. Or possibly, yeah, it's possibly the series finale, because obviously if we win the Champions League title, we're going to move on to our next series. And if we don't, we're going to just do maybe like 3 episodes in the next season of this, and just like focus only on the Champions League, because the league title and the DFB Pokal, they're nice to win. But if we've already done it and we don't really need to do it again, it's that one that we need the most right now. Obviously, Bundesliga title is great to have as well. But let's check out how the players are performing, because we haven't checked this out in a while, I believe. And Adeyemi, 39 goals in 30 games. No assists though, so it's clearly just a goal scorer. I can see Geraldo, as I mentioned, the player at Mönchengladbach, 13-3. Great season for him at the Gladbach, going into a 75 rating. Makoko, 12-2. Haller, 12-1. Girona, 10 goals and 8 assists. Who's got the most assists? It's Julian Brandt, no surprise there, with 5 and 18. Marco Reus, 4 and 6 in 12 games. As he played a lot less games than he did last season, but still has a massive impact on this team with 10 goal involvements in 12 games, and a 34-year-old German magician. And he actually is going to play the Champions League final. I'm going to give him the captain's armband. And unless we need Julian Brandt, they're going to stay on the pitch the whole time. And even if we do need Julian Brandt, I'm more inclined to take him off for Gio Reyna, because obviously we know Julian Brandt can perform down the wing, and Gio Reyna isn't Marco Reus. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't really have that staying power in the team for me at this point. He's obviously played absolutely incredible for us this season, but there's more of an incentive to keep Marco Reus on the pitch and see him lift that towel, and obviously have Gio Reyna on the pitch and not see him lift the towel. But yeah, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to end the episode here. We're going to obviously get into the next episode. I'm probably going to record this after I've edited this one. Well, I'm probably going to record the season finale after I've edited this, so I have it ready to go. And yeah, we're going to end the episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the season finale and possibly the series finale of this Dortmund Pro Mode. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.